the Soul Assassin, Kevin Ross. Those are some slick trunks.
Yeah, I mean, if you know me, you know I'm a fan of good tie shorts, and I like those.
Folks at home, Off is the guy who does jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai shorts.
Just like you said, Riley coming out with that dog in her.
And I like how she entered with that rear front kick.
Yeah.
Rear push kick, I should say.
Oy.
You could just see the experience in Riley, just in her movement. You know, she's dancing in and out. She's got a little bit of swag to her. She put a 2 straight down the chute right there on Gregg. But Gregg's fluid on her feet too right now.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, like, she's already had 2 fights, so she already kind of knows what fighting is a little bit like. Well, Gregg is just finding out right now what actually fighting feels like.
Exactly. I like that draw, actually, that we're seeing from Riley Colburn.
Yeah, I like faithing her entry with that jab, draw, jab. That was pretty nice. You know, disrupting the rhythm and range a little bit.
Rafa, 16 years old.
16 years old, man.
We have adults struggle to get that concept.
Man, a lot of talented young fighters in this card, man. It's so great to see him. And like I said earlier, this sport, there's a bright future for this sport.
100%. 100%. Strong catch of the kick and a return shot from Riley Colburn. Damage off the break there from Lennea Gregg. One thing that I'm liking seeing for the Colburn side of things is she's throwing straight punches, especially she's throwing her 2 a lot.
Yeah, she's doing a good job with her straight punches. Like you said, she's using that draw too. I mean, yeah, she's fighting great.
Left hook right off of the break right there. But again, cross. Yeah.
And then adds the knees when she gets on the inside. Yeah, she knows her range, which is huge for a young fighter. She knows her range, she's using it nicely, and I would just like to see her keep doing the same thing she's doing right now.
And I think it's also a situation of her understanding where her opponent's guard is, her understanding where that defense is at, because you're seeing a high guard from the Gregg side of things where she's leaving a little bit of real estate open right down the middle. That straight punch is splitting the guard every time.
Yeah, 100%. Again, that's that like experience and comfortability in fighting, you know? A lot of times your first couple fights, like I said, you're just acting on instinct, you're not really seeing stuff. She's already been in here a couple times, so she's starting to see where her openings are, where she is related to her opponent, all that stuff.
And Rafa, I'm pretty sure you can't see it from this angle, but she has an ear-to-ear smile. Riley Colburn has an ear-to-ear smile right over there sitting on the stool in this round.
I didn't see that, but I love that. And there she is dancing, you know, feeling herself a little bit.
And you're seeing Gregg try to show that right back to her. Like, hey, like, I'm still here. High kick offered right away to start the second round from Gregg.
I mean, and all the price to Riley, but Gregg's doing a good job too, right? She's staying there tough. She's getting a little tagged up right now, right?
It's just 1s and 2s, Rafa. It's not complex, but it's extremely efficient and effective in what Riley Colburn is doing.
Yeah. Well, and the intensity and aggression goes such a long way at these early stages of your career. You know?
And then she's mixing up a kick to the body and a knee to the body when she when she is crashing in and gets in tight. She's understanding that she needs to switch from those long and mid-range weapons to her short-range tools, and that's so impressive to see from such a young fighter.
Yeah, she's being smart. I love to see it, man. She's being super smart, and it's a good performance by her. But Gregg is staying there tough, you know.
Absolutely. Well, you have to give all due credit to Gregg for continuing to offer up in the dance here.
Yeah.
But one thing from the Gregg side of things, when she's getting touched, she's exiting straight back.
Yeah, she's leaning back. She's sticking her arms out. Her guard, you know, she's completely abandoning her guard.
We have our first 8 count of this contest right now. Which, fair.
Hey, you were right, man. This girl's got a dog in her.
And then now that she's had a couple of fights under her belt and has some experience and I think understands what works, like, Rafa, that's what we were talking about with some of these earlier competitors on the card, that they didn't understand necessarily where their opponent's defense was, and they were just winging hooks.
Yeah.
She's throwing a lot of 1s and 2s.
Yeah. And uppercuts too. One thing that you haven't really seen tonight is uppercuts. She's doing a good job mixing those up in there.
And referee Eric Markoff is given a very close look at the contest right now. A couple of knees to the body mixed in that combination right there. She's so fluid with the upper body and the lower body all at once in these attacks.
Yeah.
And a strong cross again and a body kick right there from Riley Colburn. But Lennea Gregg is standing tough in the pocket.
Yeah, she's having a hard time right now. I would like to see her try to clinch, try to slow the action down a little bit, but really at this point, she's gonna have to try to finish this fight because she's down 2 right now.
She is, and that's going to be a tall order against somebody like Riley Colburn, who right now just seems so comfortable and in a rhythm. More than anything, if we were to start chipping away at a lead, if you will, what you need to see from Lennea Gregg is she has to first break the rhythm that Riley Colburn is in. Because Colburn right now, she's Neo in the Matrix. Everything is slowed down for her right now, and she is in a flow state. What she is doing is just opening up left and right, and it's almost like she's playing a video game that she has a cheat code to right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that, and like we talked about the Waters and Green fight, when you're an undefeated fighter, your confidence is so high, and that's what you're seeing. Her confidence is out of this world. She doesn't believe she can be beat at this moment right now.
And I mean, she's dancing in between rounds.
Yeah, it's, impressive. Super, super impressive.
And they're scrapping.
Yeah, they are scrapping. See, but that's what I like to see Gregg do. Like, keep slowing the action down. Keep slowing the action down as much as you can.
Absolutely. And Gregg is a bulldog just the same herself. I mean, she's facing probably the toughest test that she could as a teenager right now in her first Muay Thai fight.
Yeah, 100%. Really nice kick to the body.
But again, that was a 4-punch combination of just 1s and 2s following that kick to the body, Rafa.
Yeah, I mean, what? You don't really... Oh, hey. She doesn't really need much else right now,
Exactly. I mean, it's not complex, but it's effective.
Yeah, super effective.
We say it all the time at the gym and in practice. Fundamentals will win you fights. Fundamentals wins at the highest levels.
Yeah, man. I mean, Coach Mark always says something that resonates with me, but it's a lead means mastery of the basics. Everybody wants to come into the gym, the first class, do a spinning back kick, do a tornado kick, but what's going to win you the fight in the long run is going to be your basics. I mean, you saw it with Leon Edwards, right? We keep talking about him. What won him the fight was his ability to pull off basics in the 5th round of a fight he was losing.
Certainly, and we're coming off the standing 8 count there scored by Riley Colburn. Riley Colburn smells blood.
Nice
Beautiful knee. Oh, my Lord. And that teep. Now we saw a left hook right there once the defense changed. What a beautiful IQ and just awareness of what is going on in front of her. I'm so impressed right now by Riley Colburn.
Man, if you were in my class this week, this is what we work all week. Using that knee when people try to attack you. She's doing a great job of countering with that knee and stopping the pressure.
Certainly, and hey, all credit and respect in the world right there to Lennea Gregg. She gave her a nod right after the fight ended, like, hey, you know what? I'm still here.
Yeah. So, I mean, super impressed by Colburn right now. She looked amazing.
Yes. I mean, you can't really have a better performance today. I mean, the only thing that she didn't do was score the finish. Everything else that she did, though, I mean, it was almost flawless fundamental execution.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't for lack of trying. She was trying to get the finish.
Correct.
It's just, sometimes it's tough. It's easier said than done.
Absolutely. And I mean, keeping in mind that they are, in relation to the power aspect, they are teenage girls, folks.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously going to affect a little bit. They're male heavyweights, maybe they can finish. But again, the max effort is what counts.
100%. And as we await our official decision.
Man, this girl's got a dog in her, just like you said.
Oh, certainly. Like I say, I mean, if you're not excited about the future of Riley Colburn, and also for Lennea Gregg, but just by the performance that we saw right there, the showmanship and the moxie, the swag, the presence, everything that you want to say for Riley Colburn, that girl has a great future. You better pull some shades on, folks.
Super bright future. And you can see the face of disappointment in Gregg, but it's her first fight. This is just part of the course. I don't know if she's going to hear this later, but Gregg, just keep her head up and keep working, Absolutely.
Fighting out of the blue corner,